All right, so sometimes with the best cases for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, some of you may not want to go to the direct company's website. I did a top 10 case video for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, and guess what? A lot of those top cases aren't available on Amazon. Let's just put it like that. So I said, you know what? Let me do a quick video of the best 5 cases that you can go right now and get on Amazon. Some of these cases you can get next day, and at least you can get them in 2 days. You never know. You might have a vacation you going on. You might want a particular case. This is the quickest way to get them, which is going to be on Amazon. All right. So every case that we talk about will be linked down below. These are in no particular order. We just giving my best 5 that you can purchase right now on Amazon. So let's go ahead and kick off one that actually has been on my case for a few days now, and that's going to be the Tiny Owl. Y'all know what I'm talking about for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Now, this is going to be a very minimal style case. All right. For somebody you may not want a bunch of hoopla on your phone, this case is going to be for you. Now, what this case mimics is something like a Kadabe sheath. I'm pretty sure a lot of you out there may know what the Kadabe sheath is. One of the best cases for the iPhone 16 Pro Max, but guess what? You can't get it on Amazon. Some of you got Amazon gift cards that you want to use for these cases. You can go get you a Tiny Owl case, and you're getting about 80%, if not more, of the case. And yes, it does include a camera control button. So this is going to be it's not too flimsy. It may seem like it's a little bit flimsy, but it's not bad when you get it in their hand. Trust me. You're going to have that nice soft lining on the inside. You're going to have those MagSafe magnets. You're going to have those integrated buttons. All right. No standalone or anything like that. But it's a very simple case that gets it done. Okay. The fit is pretty decent that goes all around it. With this being a sort of a flexible TPU, you still have good fit that goes all the way around it. And on the sides, for everybody who may want something that's a little bit grippy, not sure if you can see it, but there's very subtle grips that goes along the side of it. So when you're holding the phone in hand with this case, you do get a little bit of grip. And talking about that camera control button, as you can see here, this button works absolute flawless. For those out there who use the camera control button, y'all let me know right now in the comment section down below, man. Do you even use the camera control button? Because I'm gonna be real with you, I don't care, and I don't care about the button. But the Tiny Owl, one day I'm gonna figure out how to say it, is a good all-around case. Not gonna break the bank. This case may be a little bit over 20 bucks. I could be wrong. Link in the description. This is just a nice, solid, smooth, minimal looking case that I absolutely love. Now, the next one up is, I think that it's one that I omitted outside of my top 10 case video. Everybody was in my comment section like, yo, T, wait a minute, what about this case? This is easily one of the best cases for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. It was very stiff competition this year when it came to the cases, but the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T is for sure one of the best cases that you can go over there and get on Amazon when it comes to the 16 Pro Max. Now, the Ultra Hybrid is probably one of Spigen's most popular cases. People always love it for no matter what iPhone is out there. Even if you got an Android device, people seem to love this case. You get a very good camera control button. This was even one of the first cases, once Apple did the whole camera control thing, that dropped with that camera control button. You're going to get a nice frosted back. Now, there's a few different versions of this case that you can get, but in my opinion, I feel like the frosted back is going to be one of the best iterations because, one, the Ultra Hybrid, if you get the straight clear versions, they will eventually yellow over time. But if you get this frost black, you don't have to worry about any yellowing, especially when it comes to this black band that goes around. Everything is good, pretty good. I was actually using this case for a good while, and this matte back is pretty decently scratch resistant. I'm not sure if they made it that way, but I've been having a pretty good time with it, and it has these little feet that go around on the corners. But popping the case in, I mean, this is a nice solid case. I was actually using this for some time too a couple weeks ago, and it's been perfectly fine. Nice matte back when it comes to that. You get a good fit when it comes to the Spigen Ultra Hybrid. You're going to get very strong magnets. I mean, Spigen knows how to bring the magnets when you were talking about it, man. Very strong magnets when it comes to that. Nice buttons. All right, Spigen, you're not going to win any awards when it comes to the buttons, but guess what? It's going to hold you down just fine. So you're getting that type of clear case. You get a matte back, and you get a black, not frosted, but black translucent border that goes all the way around it. Nice big cutouts for your Type-C. And as you can see right here, very nice camera control button. I love the way Spigen implemented their camera controls. So if you want to just press it right here, this is also a button that works amazingly well. Most of the cases on this list has camera control. There may be one actually that doesn't, and I like it that much, then I can kind of omit that it doesn't have camera control. But the Spigen Ultra Hybrid T, if you're looking for an all-around nice solid case, you kind of like the the idea of it being clear, but you like a frosted back, you want a case with that camera control, it has a nice fit. And Spigen, you already know what you're going to get when you're going to get quality parts that you're not going to sit out there and pay 50 bucks for. All right, you're not going to do it. Although we got some cases up here that might be a little bit pricey. When it comes to the Ultra Hybrid T, it's always going to be a great case, except you don't have to pay that extreme price point for it, man. So love this case. Nice feel. Doesn't bulk up your phone too much. Ultra Hybrid T. Now, let's go ahead and get into the case that I said that we have on the list that does not have a camera control version. What is a version? Camera control version. And that's going to be the Rinky Onyx. All right. Now, I absolutely love the Onyx. Now, this can also correlate with the Rinky Rugged. I do have that case. I'm not sure where that case is, but the Rinky Onyx, I absolutely love this case because one, Rinky cases are never breaking the bank. This case may be less than 20 bucks. A lot of these cases up here, well, at least the first three are very budget-friendly cases, but when it comes to the Rinky Rugged, man, this case I feel like keeps getting better and better over the year of being a nice solid case. So flipping it over on the back, you see you're going to get that nice camo design. Now all the cases does not have camo. You can get black, you can get it clear, but I feel like this camo version it's what really makes this case different because there's not a lot of cases with this actually print on the back. And I love the way Rinky did their camera cutout. Absolutely brilliant. It protects the camera lens very good. Of course, you are going to get an opening right there when it comes to that camera control, but it's a very good, clean, nice implementation of that camera control cutout. Nice snug fit that goes around. Very nice snug fit. You get a little movement over here by the camera control button, but it is nothing that's going to aggravate you or anything like that. Very snug fit goes all around. Keeps your phone very thin, all right? If that can focus, it just thins things up when it comes to this 16 Pro Max. And even on the sides, this also has a very micro dot texture grip that's very smooth to the hands, doesn't grip in your hands or do anything like that. And this is just a solid case, all right? Less than 20 bucks for this case. I think this case sometimes can run around 15, 16 bucks, and you just can't beat that for what you're getting. Easily one of the best cases on Amazon for the 16 Pro Max. Rinky is not going to break the bank. Nice snug fit that goes all around. Of course, it is going to be MagSafe compatible. I'm not going to recommend you a case if it's not MagSafe compatible, and it has decent strength magnets when it comes to the MagSafe strength. Buttons, they just have the integrated buttons, all right? Nothing too fancy. It has the air slits in it, but everything else about this case, nice, cheap, texture feels great. You're not going to show any wear and tear with this type of device. Nice grips on the side, very nice camera control cut out. Although Rinky, I would like to see a camera control button. You give this Onyx a camera control button, some cases out there is going to be in trouble, all right? So this thing right here is just a nice, clean case. Love the Rinky Onyx. I've always liked them before, but I feel like each year they're starting to get better and better with their fit. Where it comes to the 16 Pro Max version, I'm really feeling it, man. So Rinky, you did a great job with the Onyx case. If you want a little bit more protection, you can go out there and get a Rinky Rugged case. Very same look, just provides a little bit more bumper protection on the edges. I'll make sure to link both of them down below. And if I find a Rinky Rugged before this video is edited and all, I'll put some B-roll up in there of it. All right, so let's go ahead and get into the top two. Well, not top two, the last two. These are going to be a little bit more pricier. You're going to get a little better quality when it comes to this case. This one is going to be the Binks Armor Pro. Now, this case was in my top 10 video. Not sure where it landed within that top 10, but it was definitely in there, and let's go ahead and check it out. Now, when it comes to the Binks Armor Pro, this is one design that you can get. You can get a few different designs of the Armor Pro. You really got to go on Amazon and just check out all the patterns, see which one you like for yourself. I personally like the all black version. I don't have one of those, but something that's keep it a little bit clean and minimal when it comes to my cases. But you're going to get a aluminum ring that goes around the camera. All right, you're going to get nice cutouts on the bottom. You're going to get just your dots for your speakers. Of course, you're going to get a very nice camera control button. You also going to get aluminum buttons, MagSafe, and of course, it is going to be made out of that Aramid fiber. So that's the reason this case is going to be a little bit more pricier than the others. Very nice tight fit when it comes to Binks cases. Keeps things thin, just makes the overall package of the phone and the case feel very premium, and I absolutely love it. You're going to get a great working camera control button, as you can see right here. All these cases have great camera controls. I would not put them up there if they didn't. Very nice buttons, all right? Nice and tactile when it comes to these aluminum buttons. Very good job when it comes to that. You're going to get nice MagSafe magnets. All right, I'm putting my MagSafe actually out. So as you can see, it wants to pick the base up. I actually thought it had a little bit stronger magnets than that. I haven't used this case in a while, but you still have good magnets for your MagSafe. And overall, just a nice solid case. Very snug fit because you got that Kevlar fiber, so you're gonna get no movement at all when it comes to the corner. It's just a very nice, clean case that you can go out there and get. If you want to spend a little bit extra money, have a little bit better quality case out there, that's what you can easily get when it comes to this Binks Armor Pro. Absolutely love it. Easily one of the top cases for the iPhone 16 Pro Max. Nice Kevlar fiber, all the aluminum bits. You're going to get that magnet. You're going to get that nice camera control button right there. Flip it over on the bottom, your nice cutouts. And if you're just a sucker for an aramid fiber case, this is going to be the one to get, man. So go ahead and check it out, Binks Armor Pro. All right, last but not least, this is probably going to be one of the top cases on Amazon. I feel like it's probably one of the best cases that you're going to get on Amazon. This is one of my daily drivers. This is my go-to case when I go on a vacation or something like that, in case you need the dropsies and the oopsies. That's going to be the Phone Rebel Ultra. All right, absolutely love this Phone Rebel Gen 6 Ultra. You already know it has a crazy long name, but I absolutely love this case because it gives you everything that you want in a case. If you're looking for a great all-around case to get the job done, there is no better case out there really outside of this one and maybe the Kadabe sheath or something like that, but this is going to get it done. Nice soft lining on the inside. Of course, you're going to get very nice shock absorption on the inside. Flip it over on the back. Of course, you're going to get that aramid fiber. That's, you know, what you pay for. Interchangeable lens, interchangeable little plate right here, and interchangeable buttons so you can switch up the color or do anything you want. Also, the Phone Rebel is known for their nice grips on the side. So if you like to have a grippy case, they got that as a check mark, and you're gonna get that nice camera control button, which made the case in Ultra. This is the case that I always just go to. All right, if I'm going out of town, I recently just went to Disney and I said, you know what, I'm with my son, picking him up, doing all types of things. I'm gonna need a sturdy case to get it done. And even though if I wasn't using it as my daily, I threw this Gen 6 Ultra and it was absolutely amazing. I did 2 strong drops, all right, at Disney, 2 strong ones, and it survived just fine. So you're gonna get little claws on the front of it so you can set it on the ground. That means you will be protected. Just a nice case, super tight fit, great working camera control button. Just like I stated, man, there's no case up here that doesn't have a great working camera control button. You're going to get the protection. You're going to get the customization that you can do with the interchangeable buttons, plaque, camera ring, all of those things. Nice cutout for your cables and everything. Nice grip. Overall, one of the best cases for your 16 Pro Max. Not even just on Amazon, period. This is also a top 10 case, and it's hard to beat the Gen 6. The Phone Rebel Gen 6, Gen 7s, or whatever they're going to be called in the future. Excuse me, I had a hiccup, all right? It's going to be great cases, and this is no different when it comes to the Gen 6 Ultra. Just absolutely love it. Kevlar fiber, nice strong magnets, got the nice aluminum standalone, nice and tactile buttons. All my Phone Rebel people out there, you know what I'm talking about. And I love that they do sell these cases on Amazon. So this is probably easily going to be one of my best cases that you can get on Amazon right now for your 16 Pro Max. So everything that I talked about, like I stated, will be down the link below. This video is for someone who needs a case quick. You can't afford to order it from a website because sometimes they may take a long time shipping. Don't worry about it, man. Amazon Prime has you. And these are all the top 5 cases that I feel are the best for your 16 Pro Max. But if you said scratch that, T, I just need to know the best of the best for the 16 Pro Max. I will leave my top 10 video right here.